Welcome to Highway Herald, your roadmap to the latest in auto. Despite assurances from experts that electric vehicle (EV) fires are less common than those in traditional internal combustion engine cars, the reality seems to be different. Stories of EVs catching fire surface now and then, raising safety concerns, and causing consumers to hesitate in embracing the EV transition. This issue is also impacting American car manufacturers. Stay with us as we delve into the alarming trend of EVs catching fire, with Ford and GM at the forefront. Number 5. The burning issue with GM's vans. GM's EVs are not immune to this fiery problem, much like other EVs worldwide. The vehicle in question this time is the BrightDrop Zevo 600, a commercial van crafted by GM's subsidiary. Following a series of fire incidents, GM had to recall 66 units of the 2022 model. The company is still investigating the root cause, suspecting a manufacturing defect in the front drive unit. GM's spokesperson Bill Grotz emphasized, "The safety of our products is paramount for the entire GM team, and we're striving to resolve this issue promptly for our customers." He also clarified that GM had no knowledge of any accidents, injuries, or deaths linked to these fires. However, GM's filing stated, if an underhood fire occurs, there is an elevated risk of injury. Unofficially, experts believe a manufacturing defect in the drive unit, which becomes evident under heavy-duty cycle use, could be the culprit. This defect could lead to the drive pinion cutting through the drive unit case. According to a report by the NHTSA, an oil leak leading to an under-the-hood fire is the most likely cause. This van is not an isolated instance of GM's EV fire issues. A few years back, Chevy's first mass-produced EV, the compact hatchback known as Bolt, faced a more severe problem due to a faulty battery design that could ignite a fire. The company had to recall every single Bolt EV and Bolt EUV ever manufactured, a costly endeavor considering the popularity of this electric car. Back then, Chevy officials advised Bolt owners to park their vehicles outdoors, on the top level of parking decks, and at least 50 feet away from other cars. They also recommended avoiding overnight charging. These precautions underscore the persistent safety concerns associated with EV batteries and the risk of fire. Number 4. Ford's electric vehicle challenges. The risk of fire, particularly with batteries and electric vehicles, is a significant concern for potential EV buyers, alongside issues of range and charging. This problem has impacted most EV manufacturers, including Ford, the Blue Oval Company. Interestingly, a recent incident occurred not on the road, but at Ford's Rogue Electric Center in Dearborn, Michigan. An all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning caught fire, causing significant damage to 2 other Lightnings. A video of this incident surfaced on YouTube, providing the public with a unique insight into the challenges of extinguishing EV fires. These fires often trigger a chain reaction known as thermal runaway, making them incredibly intense and difficult to combat. Firefighters typically require more time and substantial amounts of water to extinguish them. Following this incident, Ford paused production for 5 weeks and recalled a number of electric pickups. Officials attributed the fire to a manufacturing fault that resulted in a short circuit in the battery pack. However, fire risks are not the only challenges facing Ford and other EV manufacturers. The transition to EVs presents deeper issues, primarily profitability. Despite record sales last year, particularly in the last quarter, Ford lost billions on EVs due to high production costs. The company projected a loss of around $4.5 billion in 2023 and expects to start making a profit by 2026. However, with the current slowdown in the EV market, profitability may take longer than projected. This situation underscores the complexities of the EV transition, highlighting the need for continued innovation and strategic planning in the industry. Number 3. The burning question: why do EVs catch fire? While statistics indicate that fires in electric cars are relatively uncommon, especially when compared to traditional internal combustion engine vehicles, the intensity and difficulty in managing these fires significantly raise safety concerns. This concern is further amplified by the fact that EVs can also ignite when switched off and parked. The reasons for these fires are varied, but the most common culprit is the phenomenon known as thermal runaway in lithium-ion batteries, the battery type predominantly used in today's EVs. This uncontrolled temperature increase, caused by damage or production faults, leads to the release of flammable electrolytes and the ignition of surrounding materials. The issue is exacerbated when the battery pack is damaged in a collision or accident. The high cost of repairs, sometimes equivalent to the price of the entire vehicle, often deters owners from seeking professional help. Chargers also play a significant role in these incidents. Overcharging and faulty equipment are common issues, but the use of incompatible chargers, which can lead to excessive heat buildup in the battery, is an even bigger problem. Once a fire starts, it's incredibly challenging to extinguish because the high temperatures trigger various chemical reactions within the battery cells, rendering traditional firefighting methods sometimes ineffective. Recent cases have shown that EV fires can reignite even after being initially extinguished. In addition to safety concerns, there's also the environmental impact to consider, as lithium-ion batteries release a variety of toxic fumes and gases, further complicating the task for first responders. Number 2. Fire troubles extend beyond American shores. American automakers are not the only ones grappling with EV fire concerns. China, the world's leading EV market, is facing similar issues. One of its major companies, BYD, recently announced that it's discontinuing the production of pouch-type batteries, a design deemed excessively risky by most experts. The issue with this design is that the cells are wrapped in a thin aluminum film, increasing the likelihood of electrolyte leakage and potential fires. To address this, the company plans to replace all these batteries with a safer design. There are 3 main designs in the battery world: pouch type, cylindrical, and prismatic. The latter 2, encased in hard materials, are considered safer. BYD plans to use prismatic batteries in the future, known as short blade, which are shorter in length with stacked folds. Notably, BYD is the world's largest battery-equipped car maker, often regarded as one of the most advanced globally and projected to be Tesla's biggest competitor in the future. Number 1. Teslas are not immune. Tesla, a pioneer in the EV industry for over a decade, is not exempt from the fire risk associated with electric vehicles. Stories of Tesla models catching fire are not unheard of, even today. One of the most notorious incidents occurred in 2019 when a Model S belonging to 48-year-old Dr. Omar Awan caught fire following an accident. The fire rendered the vehicle's electronics inoperable, making it impossible to open the door. The intensity of the fire, fueled by the battery components, prevented firefighters from breaking the glass. That same year, a Tesla Model S parked in a Shanghai garage spontaneously combusted. Further investigation revealed that a single battery module at the front of the vehicle caused the fire. The issue of fire extends beyond the manufacturers we've discussed and applies to EVs in general. While some experts suggest that EVs are 10 times less likely to catch fire than gas cars, the undeniable fact is that fires in EVs are far more dangerous than those in conventional vehicles. Consider the ships transporting cars across the ocean. Some, like the Felicity Ace, ended up 10,000 feet under the sea. These incidents raise a critical question. Would you purchase an EV and park it in your garage? The answer is not so clear-cut. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Highway Herald for the latest vehicle updates and upcoming videos. See you next time.